you're definitely going to want to steal this accessing valid information worksheet that I just used with my high school health students. So in our previous class, we went over the Prove It skill cues, which is Project School Wellness's signature skill cues for fact checking and accessing valid information. You can watch the previous video to explore those steps. So basically, we started class by coming up with 5 questions that students wanted to research. I added one at the end about marathon training, but they came up with 5 questions. And after they came up with these 5 questions, I said, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to search each question on whatever platform you use to find answers. So if that's YouTube, Google, TikTok, whatever it is that they use, I had them search it. And once they searched, once they put in the question, then I asked them to open up the first result. And as they explored the result, they were practicing identifying the prove it criteria. So each question, they were focusing on one criteria from the prove it model. So for question 1, all they were doing was identifying the purpose. Why was it created? For question 2, they were looking at when was this created or reviewed, and then they did that for each of the criteria. So this ended up, I felt like it was a good success. And I mean, ideally, students are with routine skill practice and using the prove it skill cues, it becomes second nature for students. But also realistically, that's just not what's going to happen, right? We don't stop and go through this criteria every time we encounter new information. But hopefully, by using a really rememberable phrase like prove it, students are at least getting in the habit of pausing before they believe that something is true and take a moment to assess, which is critical to their well-being. So in the end, this health worksheet was a success. Students really enjoyed it. I'd definitely be using it again and adapting it for different age groups. So if you're in the Project School Wellness, if you have a Project School Wellness membership, you can access this for free. If you're not, you can check it out at projectschoolwellness.com.